that there is a problem, so that we can actually manage. Okay, I think we may start. We'll try to do 2 to 3 things today. One should be actually to get introduced, which is very important. That's why most of the students should be here, would be fine somehow. And another part is actually understanding the course, especially the outline, that what it should be and what are the actually way we will try to go through for next few months for this course. And also some feedback from you that that is also needed, that I need to hear that what do you feel about it. The first and last thing is you must have to connect it with the classroom. I am not going to use any messenger group for this course, and you already know that the way of pattern of the exams and all these things have been changed, and overall the result of the students through the online basis is falling a little bit down now, because many students do copy and so many things. So it is better that we may hope very soon the assessment, for the assessment at least, we can go to the campus and can give the exams and all these things. Okay, so that's a different discussion. Let us start. Let me share you with the screen for the course outline. Can you see it?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, that's fine. So about the course outline, before going in that, I need to hear from you that what do you think about this course? And if you just raise the hand for the first time with me and for any course, how many of you are? Can you please raise the hands? So you can see Israt Jahan Mouli for the first time, Ashikujaman Ashik, Atik Faisal Imam, Rahat Islam Rupu, Sharonika Protasha Nishat Tasnim, and Fairuz Tanjim Achul, Umme Jinatul Nesa, Abdul Khalek, Rabina Prin Amin, Muntakimur Rahman, Mahmoud Akhtar, Minhaj, and the rest are actually, I have plus with you. Sadia Hussain Moudi, maybe not, because a few names are still actually very. Yes, I think many more maybe we are actually having that for the first time. So it's kind of a very new class where actually we have many new faces, and you might have heard many things about me as well as a teacher, or maybe about the course. It would be definitely a different journey, I believe so. Okay. You may actually lower down your hands, and can anyone tell me about the course, that what do you think about this course, that your pre-idea of what this course should be, or maybe what we can have, what do you think? Can anyone tell something about this course? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I am just wondering. Yes, what do you think about the course?
So far, we don't have much knowledge on it since it's totally new, and unfortunately, we didn't take a look in our prior time what this course about. But since it's about graphics, so maybe we are about to learn how the graphics of computer does work. What are the hardware behind this, those type of stuff we are gonna about to learn in this course, I think.
Okay, Ashik. Yeah, something more like that. That's fine. What else? Anyone else have some
I think the front end graphics, sir.
front end graphics? So, what? Why do you think it is front end? Means this word you have used here.
Sir, those use the user.
Okay. So, is there any graphics that beyond the user that can have any option to check, or when so there's any front end? If you say so, maybe in the back end that if we think, what about the back end graphics that you may define in that sense?
Sir, backend there will be programming language.
There will be programming language in the graphics. So uh, especially that you do most of the time in the graphics course in our site, those are actually the front end graphics, as you said. Okay, that is called graphics designing. Okay, but this is computer graphics. This is the back end graphics actually in your definition. Okay, because you are actually having a engineering course, so definitely you will find many mathematical and geometrical activity here, some algorithm, many other things, but you will not find it in the graphics design course in there, because those people which learn actually how to use, and here you will try to understand how they have been created. Okay, so that's the basic difference. So that's fine. So what's your name? I just missed it. Imun, right?
Atik Faisal Iman. Yes.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Anyone else? Any other idea that you can put? Any other idea regarding this computer graphics? That what do you think? Okay, let's see with our this outline that how actually we will try to go. This is a common structure, as you are familiar with how course outline can be. As you know that this is about 3 credit hour. We are proposing a lab for it. Since we don't have any lab, we have some activity that you have to do it with some tutorial, because we'll try to have a project and some assignments working actually that you will try to develop it, so that there's some activity we need actually some concern about programming in C++ that all of you have done already, and some idea about numerical analysis. It's not mandatory that you must have to complete it, but more or less if you have it, then it will be better. But some concern about programming language, you must need it in here. Okay, and the objective of this course mostly will try to understand what is computer graphics, how the image can be created, and for the image that you can see in the screen, it has actually different shape, like 2-dimensional shape, 3-dimensional. Mostly in this fundamental course of the graphics, we focus on the 2-dimension, because that's actually the first thing that you need to understand. Then in the image you might have some objects, and those objects, how they do have a movement, which is called the transformation, the rendering technique, the generation of the image, the clipping algorithm. There's some algorithm there for this. All these cases, there's some algorithm that we will go through maybe. The interactivity of the images in the screen, that means actually the animation that you will focus on your project, that there will be an animated image where there will be some movement that you're gonna develop in your project, that we are expecting, and also help to develop the skills in designing and working with OpenGL programming, that we are going to actually introduce in here, because the OpenGL is actually very fundamental and very primary level understanding that you can have with the geometrical shape to create. Okay, and it also actually work very well with C++, and that is very easy to use as well. Some sort of library function that you're gonna use with this set of OpenGL, and that's about the basic objective for this course. The course covers some of the terminology that you can find in here. Basic algorithm for 2D primitives. So we have some algorithm to generate the few of the shapes. Anti-aliasing, that is different work for what kind of editing of the image. 2D and 3D geometrical transformation, very important. That movement of the object from one place to another place. The projection, viewing, polygonal or hierarchical models, hidden surface removal, basic rendering techniques. If you actually create an image, then what actually on the image that you do work. You work on the color, then the shading, about the light focus, ray tracing, radiosity, and so on. And interaction technique as well, one to another object, that how it will be interacted. And high-level programming, we already mentioned that C++ can be used. What could be the assessment strategy commonly that we have in IUBAT according to the procedure? Like you will have lectures, you will have notes with the assignment, you will have some quiz exam, written and oral exam. Oral exam we are actually mentioning in here because already we are actually on the online platform. That's the reason. Then you will have a individual project work. Maybe we used to give a group project work, but online basis it's a little bit difficult if we go for a group because all of you are not in the same place. So let's see, that we will decide later. If we can find out that we can start in the actually university campus, then maybe our way of activity could be changed, group discussion and so on. Okay, so this is the book that we are going to follow most of the things, which is a computer graphics C version, which is the second edition. You will find this printed book is a very common one in anywhere, maybe in the university campus, in that photocopy version also you can find that in the Nilkhet as well. Not that much expensive. It is better if we have that book with you. The online version that you can get is actually not very good, that the file you can find out. I have that as well. I'll try to share it actually, that book with you. But the printed copy, the version is not very good for that online which is available. For reference, there could be another book, but you can have it maybe if you want to. It's for Fundamental of Graphics, which is Peter Shardy and Marschener. But this one, that Harnan Baker, that one is actually our main textbook that we'll try to follow. We have also with the slide that we have the content, but in some content that you need to attend the classes, that whatever we'll do, you need to maybe write down or note down. So you should have a preparation for it, because there is no actually any other document for it. Okay, so that you can gauge it. So that's the class document is actually your main difference for the study that you can have. This right hand side, the grading policy, all of you know what actually the actually the procedure for all according to the policy for the IUBAT, and that's fine. We don't need to actually focus on that. The evaluation, this is the most important part so far that I can feel for the student to understand at the very beginning of the course, because if you actually make a plan, if you have a to have actually a better grade as well, because end of the day grade also matter. It is not only that you just learn, also grade a matter, because end of the day that can affect in many things, your scholarship, your actually the confidence and so on. So in IUBAT it's very easy. So far I have found, like if you are very much sincere, it's easy to get a good mark. You have to focus actually every term wise that activity. That means actually your first term, you must need to focus on that. You should not think about the rest. Now whenever the first term will be done, then actually you think about the midterm. Now if you think like, okay, maybe I will be sincere and will be actually focusing on other exams like final quiz or at some point, but if your term exams are not good, then I can tell you that you will definitely miss your grade A. Okay, so you must have to comply with your term exams. They must have to in a good one, and it is very easy if you are attentive in the classes, regular in the classes. That is important. Then it is very easy to actually get a good grade in the terminal exams. In the quiz test, there will be some quiz. You need to participate it. Do not miss it. And the project and assignment, that is also actually try to do on time. So on time actually reflection is very much necessary for your discourse for getting a good grade. Otherwise, if you think about the late, your final exam, very good exam you gave after finishing all the things very well, but your term exam, one of the term exam you got maybe D, then definitely you can be sure that no way you can get A. There is no chance actually. So cumulative values for all of them actually matter. Okay, so please think about it, and that we struggle every time after the final exam before actually submitting the grade. We found like few students very prominent and did really well in the final exam as well, did really well for their project or assignment, but end of the day we cannot help but maybe ending up the grade is B, but his potential to get actually A. The reason is one of the term exam is very bad at the very beginning, at the starting of the course. Maybe he was not actually that much sincere, so the term exam was not very good. So do not miss anything. Okay, do not miss anything to make a actually good actually grade to get. Class session already you have. These are the room number. Maybe if the campus is open, then we have to be busy with to run after in the very early morning, as you know. Would be difficult for the Sunday, right? It 2 2, so it's almost very close to the sky. Okay, this is something like we need to understand, start understanding for every courses, that which is actually called the course outcome. So course outcome is something that is actually said that end of the course, a student, what actually we will learn. You need to understand this because you also have to put a value for it. Okay, at the end of the course, that you will try to actually evaluate yourself. Really, I am actually able to do these things, or able to understand in which level I have that understand. So we try to actually do it only for 3 of the expected outcome from this course. First one is actually you will have some concept, the idea of how the image is actually created on the screen. Okay, and the color, related with color, there are some model of the color, what actually are they, and actually the generation techniques, or we call it pipelining process, from the very starting point of the shape to end of the very real life image. So that understanding that you will have, this is the first thing that you will get the learning. Second thing is actually different algorithm that you will actually learn and apply. You will know that where and how to apply for drawing the line, the circle. Okay, then the movement of the objects, that we already said, kind of an animation activity, how the object can move, and the clipping. The, as you know, the clip is kind of a cropping. Okay, so that viewing window can be crop or cut. So according to that, all this activity can be done with mathematical activity. As we already mentioned, that you are going to be learn about many things in the graphics which are related with the mathematical activity, and from that you take the logic to apply for the programming. Okay, and finally that you will try to learn to develop an animated solution, which is using the OpenGL or any high level languages, so that will be used for your project. So these 3 at least the very fundamental learning that you will have end of the course, so that you will evaluate later on as well. This is actually called that the outcome mapping. This outcome mapping is related with your this course outcome, and how it has related with the computer science and engineering program that you are actually doing. So entire this program, what are the learning that you can have? If you can go at the end, there are something for actually your this program outcome, which is called program means BCSC program, that means your CSC program. These outcomes are actually after completing the CSC. So when you will be graduate, then these are the attribute you will have. So every course that we do, they have some relationship with one of them, but this is not like one course can cover all of them. Only few of them maybe they can cover. Something like you can have in here, say like for this one, only cover actually these are the program outcomes: 1, no 2, there is 3, and then there is 9 maybe. So only 3 of the attribute it had been covered. So 1, 2, 1, 3, and 9. If you check with what actually we have in 1, 3, 9, one is engineering knowledge. Every course in the engineering, most more or less they cover this one, engineering knowledge, so that you will have some knowledge from that basic graphics. That is actually also one of the computing process. There is a many background for mathematical and engineering fundamental for that knowledge. Then third one is design and development solution. This is actually the thing, you will use your imagination to draw something, while actually you will learn to know how to draw it, okay, on the screen by using different tools. We call it programming language as a tool. So you will have that actually design and development of the solution. So one of the design for the project that you will do, that means actually you are generating a solution for some problem is not in the sense that the problem we do understand. The problem is actually any solution for any required actually asking that you are doing. And in 9 is individual work and teamwork. So that this is we do put, because if we have a group project, then maybe there are some the task has been assigned. So a group, 3 students, say like 3 different tasks for the project, they do and combine that. So you have actually learning for the teamwork learning there. So that's why it may cover that one. Now this 3 of them is actually the basic program outcome that we can get. There are some also actually taxonomy of the learning, that what kind of learning you will have in your brain, that is also in there. So I do expect that you go through those things on your any free time, try to understand, because more or less you also need to be capable of learning these things. Understanding these things are necessary, that why we are actually having this outcome, how it is having relationship with the program. This kind of actually asking you may generate. The assessment tools are actually more or less like our written exam in the term, different term exam, the quiz exam, assignment, or maybe if we have a viva oral test, then actually we'll go for it. In detail that we have about the outline here, I will go a little bit quick because I also should have some time for the getting introduced with you. You will find in here that week basis that we have actually separated. Especially I put it only for three of them, if as like 3 classes in a week as we have now. Today we are discussing about actually about the course, and then the next class we will go for straight away with understanding of the fundamental of computer graphics, their classification, hardware, software, application, and so on. Then about the hardware, we'll try to understand actually what the CRT display, the old display construction method, that how actually that cathode ray tube, that construction has been done. You may feel like why do you need it, but that still have some actually component of working process where you may have some idea about physics, how the light works, the phosphor that has been used in the CRT. There are something that we need to know. The next part we will go for flat panel display, that the display that we use present days, actually how those display mostly they work. Then about the architecture of the computer graphics system, some another class that we will go for it. Then we think about the light, properties of light, very important for image, and for viewing object is important. The image pixel and all those ideas. Then we go for some algorithm for image generation technique, like points, line, circle, especially And then by this time also we'll start to discuss about the OpenGL, that how they can be work, how they can be set up with your any of the IDE that you can use these library functions. And then we'll go for the algorithms for line drawing algorithm, one of the algorithm for called DDA, another algorithm for Bresenham's algorithm. This algorithm has that generation, that technique, like how this algorithm has been formed, that we have a very long discussion about that, and then we will try to apply that algorithm for solving the problem. And you can actually also use writing code for checking that algorithm whether it is working fine or not. So in the book, the textbook, you will find actually all of them, so that you simultaneously also can use for those. Then for circle drawing, there's actually called the midpoint algorithm, that generation technique of that algorithm that will check, also actually the implementation that will check. By this time, maybe we have some tentative slot. We are calling for the first term exam. There is actually some time frame has been bound as well from the university. We'll try to take it on that time. And then we'll go for the transformation. As we know that the movement of the object can be done like rotation, translation, scaling, these three basic fundamental thing, and they are then the composite one, the mix up of them. There are also actually this transformation for the composite transformation. Few of them we'll try to discuss. We'll try to solve the problem on the base of it, like pivot point rotation, fixed point scaling, the movement of the object, and on the base of it, how it is in the screen that object will be changed. That's actually the composite transformation that we will do. Then generating the primitives, creating complex shapes with the programming concept that we will go through with some tutorial. That general scaling direction, there is another one for the composite transformation. Then we'll go for understanding the color map. We'll try to check with the model. Then there's a model, different model that we are going to discuss, RGB, CMOI, or HSV. General idea concept about the clipping algorithm, especially point, line, polygon. We go for few of the clipping algorithm, that cropping one like Cohen-Sutherland, lineal clipping, that is special for the line. Then by this time also we'll go for actually a few of the OpenGL in related activity with the transformation, the changes in the object, that how it can be done. Then again coming back to the clipping algorithm, like Liang-Barsky algorithm, again this is also line actually clipping algorithm. Then we go for, maybe by this time go for midterm exam, that is again with the tentative slot for after maybe certain number of classes. Then we go for polygon clipping algorithm, a few of them with Weller Atherton especially, that we're going to work. And then some idea about the 3D objects, and then the graphics pipelining process, rendering technique that we call, from a very basic shape to how the image can be worked on. What are the activities that we need to follow after it, like various stages. There are some stages for the pipeline process, and like viewing and perspective, hidden surface removal, then the computer animation, some of the animation activity after the transformation, and how that object can be animated. Then some other work with the pipelining, like illumination, shading, and texture mapping, and anti-aliasing, already we have mentioned. And some data structure. If we have some time, we'll discuss some data structure. That is actually very fundamental concept about data structure, like scene graph, what is called spatial data structure, BSP tree, tiling, multidimensional, and so on. So that's actually our objective to go on. And yeah, sometimes for the algorithm to understanding the students to apply it. It take a little bit more time, so that we run out of time. So I feel like we wish have a 6 months course. Maybe we could have more content, but for the very beginning, this is quite sufficient. The most important thing is you need to understand this course. You have to go for actually very fundamental level for understanding what actually the graphics is. Okay, because it's changing according to the device, as we all know. Day by day the computer for it's been changing or updating, so it's very difficult to go through actually all the content. But at the very beginning, some basic, you need to know that how it is generating on the screen and how it is changing. This is the assessment pattern for first term. This we try to have some approximate values here for the marks, maybe for that. This is the Bloom's category, your learning pattern, that you can see that application is actually the much more cases, because in a mathematical based course or maybe mathematics, we learn something, we try to apply it. Okay, that's actually the application. Analyze is actually a little bit few, because that is a little bit higher level of learning. Remembering we try to avoid, because we don't expect the student just actually memorize and can actually try to explain it, rather than to try to understand and they try to explain. So the first term is more like understanding, as you can see. The midterm, from there that the application is started, and in the final as well, you can see the application is actually a big part it will play. And in the assignment is actually application and evaluation, the analysis part, that will be focused mostly. The quiz is also actually rather than the understanding. Okay, so this according to the assessment, what type of the category of your learning will be focused, that has been discussed here. Many rules, and these rules are all common, because you are not actually very fresher student, you are already quite senior, so that you already know what actually happened. One thing is very important with me is actually the first midterm exam with or any assessment that you should not miss. Okay, and if you just come and say like, sir, I had a problem like that, that's why I could not do it, even that will not be accepted unless if you have a communication. Okay, so the very beginning, that whenever we have I have that that's why I just make it bold, so that you have the email address, you have the phone number, so no one should tell that we did not have it. And the good thing is now we are connected with the online platform, with the classroom, so you have all the access. So definitely you will let me know when you have any issue. Especially the exam, if you miss, it is very difficult to take it again, because we don't have that much time, the first of all. Second of all is actually eventually your exam will be bad, because the next question or next assessment will be very difficult. So better do not miss it, and do not go for any type of I am not going to give any I for the term exam. So somehow do not miss it, unless you have very severe actually situation, you are hospitalized or your family members are hospitalized, that you had to run for, or you are no way actually able to give the exam, or maybe for submitting. So that will be only the case that we may discuss. This is about the missed exam here. Final exam already we have mentioned. If we go back to the campus, then definitely this policy will be slightly changed in some of the cases. Okay, so as some of you have done in the campus classes, so you have the experience. Review marks, online class participation. The participation is important. I know that it's very difficult in the early morning, that if you come and just listen many things from your teacher, one after another, so it could be quite boring. So we try to make it actually more interactive. Okay, so I only have maybe like 60% for the lecture, then the 40% will have some actually the interactive discussion, so that we expect you are in a position that you actually make a communication with your teacher. So that participation is necessary for the online. If it is in the physical classes, that is actually my main motive. I try to put actually more effort in the class so that all are actually connected. Even you have no access with your mobile phone. Student, if it is, some of you have some experience with me in the campus, maybe, so that you know that I try to follow. You may have some exercise in the off class. That means today we have done it. We ask you to do it something for your from your home, so that maybe next day could be checked. There are some actually chances for it, and this kind of activity can create a good impression to your teacher, so that it can help later on as well. If you try to always have some excuse to avoid it, as comparing with that unannounced quiz exam. We said unannounced, but maybe I'll try to let you know that look, there will be a quiz exam, so you get ready. Maybe by today that you do it, something like that. Homework assignment for already you have mentioned. We try to have some individual work, maybe, so that for your project, for this case, or the very beginning, we'll try to do a actually flag assignment, drawing the flag, international flag. So that will be individual as well, and for your project as well, we'll try to have actually the individual concept from you. You actually tell me that what kind of image that you want to do. So if actually 1000 people say about that, it is very less chance that their image will be same. Okay, so everyone thinks actually a little bit different way. I grade policy already I have mentioned. What are the reasons that you may get I, that are actually very strict. Attendance policy. If you don't attend the classes, I can give you guarantee that this course you will not pass it. Okay, so there's no scope for it, because during the classes many things will be discussed and that will be assessed actually. And lecture notes handouts, you will, whatever the resource you will have, you may only get through the actually Google Classroom. So better actually you have it from there. Okay, and we are running out of time, 10 minutes to go. I'll quickly go for attendance. By that time actually you come to the video, and then maybe introduce yourself so that we can do it quickly. About myself, you will come to know over the time. I'm from Faridpur. I did my graduation from India, from University of Pune, and my master's from England, University of Greenwich, and also I did some business studies there as well, before going for my master's in software engineering. And before the faculty member in here, I used to work in a software firm in 2007, actually, in one of the BITS now, which is called BITS. It was a different farm that time. I used to work in Documental Limited, work in the BRAC center in Mohali that some of you know. And also I worked in a college in London for a while. From there, actually, I'm getting interested in working in the education line. And I do have interest about a few of the things like AI or quantum computing, business intelligence. That is also actually was my part. Then machine learning and brain engineering as well. We have a group for brain engineering in IBAT, IBARG, which is called. We were at the very beginning, even though the work we are a little bit postponed now for a while. And also for my personal life, that I am actually very much interested about the space from my childhood, and wanted to be astronaut at one point. Later we found like it would be risky. And in my spare time, actually, I really like the solo piano music. The music I like most. I also like to cook. I spend a lot of time outside of family, so we automatically become a good cook, as you can mention. And also watching films. Actually, I like it, the sports and films. Okay, that's about me. As you know that we will go through for a few months, so that definitely you will come to know many things in there. Let us come for actually attendance. Otherwise, we will run out of time. I'm sharing the screen. Just okay. Do you have any question? Maybe I can quickly go through about it. If you have some question, anything that you may ask.
No, sir, we don't have any yet.
So I did not give you sufficient time actually to have a discussion. I'm really sorry for it because the time is running out. Otherwise, we cannot cover. Maybe for all the students to at least, if you tell your name and where are you from, then it will give some idea. So maybe you are from. So better you just come to the video, all of you. Okay.
All right, sir.
And I'll find many familiar faces that I know, right?
For sure, sir.
Okay. All right. We may start with Alif Laila Jannat. Alif, are you there? No, maybe Alif is not here. Maybe Muhammad Ashikur Rahman Ashik. Ashikur Rahman Ashik. Maybe I saw him. You check your microphone, or maybe you are muted. Maybe check whether what is the condition. Muhammad Alamin. Muhammad Alamin.
Yes, sir.
Are you there, Alamin? I cannot see you. If you little bit speak up, it's not coming all the students in my screen, so that I'm just missing you out.
Yes, sir. I am Alamin, sir. I am from Dhaka, sir.
You're from Dhaka.
Yes, sir.
Where do you live? Which
Sir, I
place
live
in
in
Dhaka?
the Nawabganj, sir.
Nawabganj. Okay. All right. Let me. All right. Thank you, Alamin. Nisha Tara. Do you have Nisha Tara? No. Shahidul Islam Antor.
Yes, sir. Good morning. Sir.
Good morning, Shahid.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
I'm Shahidul Islam Antar and I'm from Gazipur, sir.
Okay, you are from Gazipur. That's good. So I need to find you out in my mobile phone, maybe. Let's see, because the computer I'm not finding all the students. Okay, welcome, Shahid.
Yes.
Your nickname is Antor, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's fine.
Thank you, sir.
Then Sumaya Akhtar. Do you have
Yes, sir.
Sumaya?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Sumaya, you had a course with me in the last time, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so very good to see you back again. Arifa Akhtar Ritu.
Present, sir.
Okay, Ritu, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, Jinatun Nisa.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Jinat.
Yes, sir.
Are you in the video, Jinat?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I did not find. Yeah, I got it now. Yes, Jinat, welcome to the class. Where are you from?
Sir, I'm from Joshua.
Joshua. Okay. Parvez Alam.
Yes, sir.
Parvez, are you there? Yeah, Parvez. So how are you, Parvez?
Alhamdulillah, sir. How about you, sir?
I'm doing fine. Why everything is all black behind you?
Sir, since morning there's no electricity because raining. It's raining from since morning. Very
Okay.
morning.
Where are you from, Parvez?
Sir, I'm from Noakhali.
Noakhali. Okay, that's fine. Welcome to the class, Parvez. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Redwan Ahmed Ratul.
Yes, sir. Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Welcome, Salam. Ratul, how are you?
Sir, fine, sir. How are you, sir?
I'm doing fine. Okay. You are my oldest student.
Yes, sir. I was
can-
in section D, sir.
Yeah,
My first
that's,
semester with you.
that's I can remember. Okay, welcome to the class again, Ratul. Sylvie Shaba. Saba, right?
Yes,
I
sir.
think maybe the pronunciation should be.
Yes.
Okay, Sylvie, how are you?
I'm fine, sir.
Yeah, okay. So where are you from?
Sir, I'm from Shirajganj.
Okay, you're from Sharjah. Okay, Silvi, welcome to the class. Jakaria
Thank
Hassan
you.
Papu, you're welcome. Jakaria Hassan Papu. Jakaria Hassan Papu is absent. Maria Mehjabin. Maria Mehjabin. Israt Jarin.
Present, please, sir.
Okay, Israt, how are you?
I'm fine, sir. How are you, sir?
I'm doing fine as well. Thank you. So, where are you from?
Thank you, sir. Sir, I'm from Chittagong.
Oh, you're from Chittagong. Okay, Israt, welcome to the class.
Thank you, sir.
Muhammad Abdul Khalik.
Yes, sir. Present, sir.
Okay, good morning, Khalik. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, fine, sir. How are you, sir?
I'm doing okay. So, where are you from?
Sir, I'm from Pub.
You're from Pamna. Okay, Khalik, welcome to the class.
Thank you, sir.
Rabina Afrin Omi.
Yes, sir. Sir, Assalamualaikum.
Welcome, Islam. It is Omi, right? Or Ami?
Amy. Amy.
Amy. Okay, sorry. Yes, I never thought. I thought maybe Annie could be. Okay, Amy. So, where are you from?
Sir, I'm from Gazipur.
Oh, you're from Gazipur. Okay, Amy. So, welcome to the class. Taznova Yasin Isha.
Yes, sir. Assalamualaikum, sir.
Welcome, Islam. Isha, how are you?
Yes, sir. Fine, sir. How are you, sir?
Okay, I'm doing fine. Okay, so how is the internet? Good?
Sir, not good today.
Not good, right?
That's
You live in sector 11, right, or somewhere?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sector 11.
Yes. I can remember that Viva exam, right? You were on the roof, maybe. I think you had to go for your
Yes,
network, so
sir.
that's why I asked. Okay.
Yes,
All right.
sir.
Welcome back. Good to see you, Isha, again. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank
Shahriar.
you, sir.
You're welcome. Shahriar Toyon. Right?
Assalamualaikum.
Welcome, Islam. Toyon is a very unique nickname you have. It is. How do you pronounce it? Toyon or Toyon?
Toyon, sir.
Toyon. Okay. All right. So, where are you from?
Sir, I am from Chodanga, sir.
Tuadanga, okay. So then, welcome to the class. Okay, I'll see you around.
Okay, sir.
All right. We have another Antur, Hussein Ahmed Antur. So do you have Antur here, Hussein Ahmed Antur? No. Pratyasha Roy.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Pratyasha. Good morning. How are
Good
you?
morning, sir. I'm fine, sir. What about you, sir?
I'm doing fine as well. Thank you. And you also live in Uttara, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good. Okay. Sharnika Dash. Do you have Sharnika? Good
sir.
morning, Sharnika. Yes, good morning. How are you?
Sir, fine, sir. What about you, sir?
I'm doing fine, thank you. And you are from where, Sharnika?
Sir, I'm from Sir Dhaka at Ajimpur.
Ajim. Oh, not Ajimpur. Ajimpur, right? That's
Yes,
near
sir.
New Market. Yeah.
Ajimpur. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, that I used to live actually in before 2017 for a while, and used to take the bus every day. It was quite hectic. Like that bus, you also take it maybe for your classes. And yeah, very known place to me for that Ajimpur and the university campus area. Okay, welcome to the class, Sharnika.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Khadija Rahman Ria.
Present, sir.
Okay, Ria. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, sir. I'm fine, sir. What about you, sir?
I'm doing fine, thank you. And where
Thank
are you
you, sir.
from?
Sir, I'm from Dhaka.
Dhaka means where in Dhaka do you live?
Sir, Mirpur, Dhaka. Mirpur 1.
Mirpur. Okay, Mirpur 1. All right. Welcome to the class, Ria.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Rahat Islam Rupu.
Yes, sir. Assalamualaikum.
Yes, Rupu.
Yes,
yeah, you are also actually
yes, sir.
very known face to me, right?
Yes,
but
sir.
you changed a little bit. Looks like I saw you how many? 3 years back, right? 2 to 3 years.
Two
Yeah.
years back, sir.
2 years back.
Second
maybe.
semester, sir.
Second semester, yeah. And how is going your study? All other courses and everything going fine now?
Yes, sir. Fine. Fine, sir.
Okay. All right. Rupu, where are you from?
Sir, I'm from Tangail.
Tangal, which place in Tangal?
Sir, police line.
In Tangal Shodor?
In Tangal Shodor, yes, sir. Tangal,
Okay.
Tangal town.
All right. Okay, Rupo, welcome back. See you around.
Thank you, sir.
Mahmoud Akhtar.
Yes, sir. Assalamu alaikum.
Salam Mahmouda, how are you?
Fine, sir. How are you, sir?
I'm doing fine. And you are from?
Sir, I am from North Hindi.
And you are at North Hindi now, at this moment?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good. Okay, Mahmouda, welcome to the class.
Thank you.
Didar Al Mahmoud. I think it is more than 9:30 already, so we'll be a little bit quick. Didar, are you there? Maybe not. Tamanna Tabassum.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Tamanna, how are you?
I'm fine. Sir, how are you?
I'm doing fine. Where are you from?
I'm from Mymensingh.
Mymensingh. Okay, Tamanna, welcome to the class then.
Thank you.
We'll go for Saif Sifat. Yes, another known face. Saif, how are you?
Assalamu alaikum.
Welcome, Salam. How are you, Saif?
Alhamdulillah, fine, sir. What about you?
I'm doing okay. And where are you from now?
Sir, I am from Uttarakhand, Dhaka.
Uttarakhand, okay. Means your family lives in there in Uttarakhand?
Yes, sir.
Or okay. All right, Saif, welcome back in the class. Fairuz Tanjim Achal.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Achal, how are you?
I'm fine, sir. How about you?
I'm doing fine, thank you. And where are you from?
I'm from Uttara Dhaka.
Uttara, okay, that's good. So, welcome to the class, Achal. Okay. Sadiatun Nesa Shetuli.
Yes, sir. Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Welcome, Salam. How are you, Shetuli?
I'm fine, sir. And you?
Okay, I'm fine as well. So, everyone good at home? Doing
Yes,
fine,
sir.
everyone? Okay,
Yes, sir.
that's fine. Shetuli, see you around. You are in Mirpur now?
Yes, sir.
At home. Okay, that's fine. All right, we'll go for next Mustafa Iram Uday. This is the singer, isn't it? Uday, I think. So far, I can guess.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Sadia, I think so. Yeah, Sadia Hussain Mouri.
Sir, good
Yeah,
morning,
Mouri.
sir.
Okay, good morning, Mouri. How are you?
Sir, I'm fine. Sir, and you?
I'm doing fine, thank you. Where are you from?
Sir, I'm from North Hindi.
North Hindi. Okay, okay. Welcome, Mouri.
Thank you, sir.
Sadia Akhtar. Sadia Akhtar. Manta Kimur Rahman.
Sir, yes, sir.
Okay, Manta Kimur. So, how do you pronounce your name?
Sir, it's Muntakimur. The mistaken was A.
Oh,
It's,
okay. It should be Muntakimur, right? Okay.
yes, sir.
Okay, Muntakimur. So, where are you from?
Sir, I'm from Rangpur.
You're from Rangpur. Okay. All right, Muntakimur. See you around and good luck in the class. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Atik Faisal Imon.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Imon, how are you?
I'm fine, sir. And-
That's good. I'm doing fine, thank you. And what about where are you from now?
Sir, I'm from Bogura.
Bogura. Okay, that's fine. Okay, welcome to the class, Imon.
Yeah.
Rahul Devnath.
Yes, sir. How are
Okay,
you, sir?
Rahul. I'm doing fine, thank you. And you? Doing good?
Yes, sir. I'm fine, sir.
And where are you from?
Yes, sir. I'm from B. Baria, sir. That's my name.
Deeparia. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Rahul, see you around in the class.
Raman Baria. Okay, sir.
Okay. Nishat Tasnim Jyoti.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Jyoti, how are you?
Sir, I'm fine. And you?
I'm doing fine. And you are from?
Sir, I'm from Rangpur.
Rangpur. Okay, Jyoti, welcome to the class. See you around then. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Sadat Mahmud Khan. Sadat Mahmud Khan. No. Firdaus Hassan Rifat. Firdaus Hassan Rifat. Khaja Minhaj bin Muni.
Yes, sir. Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Welcome, Salam Minhaj. How are you?
Sir, fine. And you?
I'm doing fine. And what about yourself? You're from?
Sir, I'm from Cantonment, Dhaka.
Dhaka Cantonment. Okay, that's good. So what actually name you do prefer for your calling? Minhaj or Munib?
Sir, Minhas.
Minhaj, right? Okay, that's good. Did you have your breakfast yet? Maybe not, right? Or maybe done. Your breakfast?
Yes, sir.
Sir, maybe he speaks slowly, that's why.
Okay. Nahida Islam? Nahida Islam, do you have? Hasibul Hassan, Shanto?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Shanto, how are you?
I'm fine. And you, sir?
I'm doing fine, thank you. Where are you from?
Sir, I am from Mymensingh.
Mymensingh, that's good. Okay, Shanto, see you around and welcome to the class. Sharmin Sultana?
Yes, sir. Assalamu alaikum.
Welcome, Islam. Sharmin, how are you?
Fine, sir. Thank you, sir. How are you?
I'm doing fine, thank you. And you are from?
Sir, I'm from Shirazganj.
Shirajganj. Okay, Sharmin, welcome to the class. Ryan Hussain?
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Welcome, Islam. So it's Ryan, right?
Yes, sir, Ryan.
It should be Ryan, okay. So Ryan, where are you from?
Sir, I am from Gazipur, sir. Sir, how are you, sir?
I'm doing fine, thank you. And welcome to the class, Ryan. I'll see you around then. Muhammad
Okay, sir, thank you,
Alamin.
sir.
Welcome. Alamin.
Yes, sir. Assalamu alaikum.
Welcome, Islam. Alamin, I cannot see you. Are you in the video?
Yes, sir. I'm in the video, sir.
Okay, Alamin. So where are you from?
Sir, I'm from Auckland, sir. Earlier, sir, there was another Alamin and I thought that was me.
This is not you?
Sir,
3055?
Yes, sir. 55. So this is you, but earlier there was another one.
Oh, there was an Alamin, but that was not you, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, then we are fine, no problem. Okay, so Alamin, wish you good luck in the class. Tariqul Islam?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Tariq, how are you?
Sir, I am fine. And you?
I'm doing fine, thank you. And where are you from?
Sir, I am from Gazipur.
Gazipur. Okay, welcome to the class, Tariq. I'll see you around. And Ashik Ujjaman? Yes, Ashik, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you, sir?
Okay, I'm doing fine, thank you. And you are from?
I'm from Satkira, but now residing in Uttara.
Okay, Uttara in which sector? Sector 10?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ashik. So why you are living in at this moment in here?
Sir, I get much time and opportunity here to study.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, that's fine, Ashik. See you around and welcome to the class.
Thank you, sir.
And few students are absent. Anyone missed? Maybe not. Okay, that's fine. All right. Thank you very much, all of you. It's been over almost 10 minutes that we have. Some students already have classes, maybe. All right. In the next class that I'm going to see you again. So take care, all of you.
All right,
and hopefully that I'll see you on the next class. We are going to start everything. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Welcome. Salam.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.